Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the noticeable but relatively minor errors and glitches in animated films that made it into the final cut. Some minor spoilers to come.
Well, that's not what I was taught.
Then maybe you need a new lesson.
Number 10, the beat of a different drum, Lilo and Stitch. Consistency in animation can be tricky to maintain.
We believe you actually created something.
This glitch appears near the beginning of the movie while Lilo is at her hula dance class. When we first get shots of the musicians in the top right-hand corner, they're playing the same instrument, two shakers. However, when Lilo claims that Pudge controls the weather, the two instrumentalists exchange glances and one of them has a drum, not a shaker.
You're crazy.
Animation and close-ups are always more detailed than in wide shots, but this is an inconsistency that's hard to shake off. Either that or Pudge controls more than the weather.
Why is this so important?
Pudge controls the weather.
Number 9, a dry dunking, How to Train Your Dragon. Hiccups and Asterisk ride together on Dragon Toothless is a fun and beautiful scene. Unfortunately, the animation is not without its, well, hiccups.
Toothless! What is wrong with you? Bad Dragon!
When Toothless suddenly dives into the water, dunking his passengers several times, Hiccup and Asterisk don't look wet at all. Sure enough, later on they are as dry as Toothless is. Either the animators had too much confidence in the drying capabilities of wind, or this was an overlooked detail on their part. After that though, Toothless settles down and everything is smoother flying. Thanks for everything, you useful reptile.
Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile.
Number 8, Vanellope loses a tooth, Wreck-It Ralph. Speaking of first rides, check out Vanellope's first attempt at go-kart riding, with Wreck-It Ralph as her not-so-expert instructor.
All right now, let's hustle up. We got some driving to do.
Exciting as it isn't long before she winds up in an accident crashing into a pole. She loses a tooth in the process. Or does she? Even within the same scene, we see Vanellope with all her teeth intact.
So how'd I do?
Well, you almost blew up the whole mountain.
Sure enough, later scenes in the movie do show her pearly whites intact. Vanellope is a glitch in her own right, but even she can't make body parts disappear and reappear.
You gotta get that glitch under control, kid.
Either that, or the tooth glitch has its own secret origins. It's a theory to sink your teeth into. Number 7, Captain Hook's sword comes back, Peter Pan. Disney's classic film also has classic animation errors, complete with disappearing and reappearing objects. In this scene, Peter Pan and Captain Hook have a fun sword duel at Skull Rock, competing with flying antics and a hungry crocodile.
Right here, Mr. Smee! Hold it, you fool!
But as Captain Hook hangs from the cliff, he drops his sword into the water. Regardless, that sword is back in its sheath once the crocodile comes in with the ticking clock.
Mr. Crocodile, do you like codfish?
No doubt it's necessary for Hook to keep his sword for his climactic second duel at the end of the movie. Still, by all accounts, that sword should have joined the ticking clock by now.
I say, Captain, do you hear something?
Number 6, multiplying barrels, the road to El Dorado. Alright, here's the plan. Con men and BFFs Tulio and Miguel flee from the authorities, so they must leap inside 2 barrels full of water. As they look down from the roof, there are 2 open barrels with no other barrels directly behind them.
I'll bet we can make that. 2 pesetas says we can't.
So why is it that after Tulio and Miguel jump and their barrels get taken into Cortez's ship to the New World, there are now 6 barrels in the net and being offloaded? Who ordered the extra barrels and how'd they get there? Are there more accidental smugglers off to adventures into the New World in those barrels?
What's happening here? We're both in barrels. That's the extent of my knowledge.
Let's not give DreamWorks any ideas. Number 5, the lions changing eye colors. The Lion King. Hakuna Matata means no worries for the rest of our days.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
So should we just relax and not worry about the lions constantly changing eye colors? If we were pressed to describe Simba's eyes, we'd probably say brown with yellow whites. Or are his whites actual white and the brown irises more hazel or dark red? It's a bit confusing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Nala also has eye trouble, with her greenish irises becoming bluer as she ages. Is it a trick of the light? Some scenes are lit darker than others. Regardless, continuity errors have never been so colorful. But no matter, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze.
Number 4, the shifting alligator poster, Finding Nemo. Not that we pay much attention to a dentist's office for obvious reasons.
All right, let's see those pearly whites.
I'm a piranha.
But was that alligator poster meant to switch positions so often? When we first see it, it's right beside the window Nigel comes through, with Marvin and Dory in tow.
I can't go in there.
Oh, yes, you can.
But once the dentist shoves Nigel back out the window, we see that the poster is shifted at least 2 feet away from the window. And for a brief moment a few seconds later, when the dentist hits his head, it doesn't seem like it's there at all.
Crikey! All the animals are gone mad.
Perhaps it wanted to distance itself from all the fish family drama. Number 3, Elsa's hair, Frozen. This one song sequence, Let It Go, has done many things throughout the years.
Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky.
It single-handedly turned intended villain Elsa good, made songwriters Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez rich, and also made Elsa's shoulder see-through. Wait, what? It's hard to believe that such an iconic scene could have such an animation error. But as many have pointed out, once Elsa truly lets it go, her liberated braid goes through her shoulder.
Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn.
Elsa's magical powers are great, but to make her whole shoulder disappear is quite a feat. And hello, bangs! The similarly catchy Love is an Open Door scene also has a snafu, involving Anna and Han's dreamy shadows dancing in mid-air.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore.
Elsa's definitely not alone in her powers. Number 2, teleporting mice, Shrek. Here are 3 blind mice. See how they run and disappear and reappear at the oddest moments. At Shrek and Fiona's boptastic wedding, the 3 blind mice are turned into a horse and onion carriage for the newlyweds.
The blind man haunted all my dreams, and then I saw her face. I'm a believer.
But at the reception, these 3 are back again, dancing on the piano. But that's not all. Our last shot of the onion carriage shows us that the 3 mice are back to being 3 white horses. Their teleporting powers are great indeed. Now, we are believers in the animators missing this crucial continuity error.
And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
At least they got to dance.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Cinderella's sleeves disappear. Cinderella. Walt Disney stated that his favorite piece of animation was Cinderella's beautiful silver dress transformation. But as lovely as the animation of this movie is, it has at least one glaring animation error.
Did you ever see such a beautiful dress?
At Cinderella's and her princess wedding, Cinderella's svelte wedding dress looks almost modern with its sleek, non-puffy sleeves. This silhouette lasts until the very last shot, when Cinderella and her prince kiss. There, Cinderella's dress has puffy sleeves, similar to her famous ball dress. No doubt this was a continuity error, but at least it has the grace of doubling as a neat callback.
You'll have only till midnight and then night. Oh, thank you.
What other animation glitch made you disappear and reappear in an entirely different position? Let us know in the comments down below.
And then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Not a trace. In my mind.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.